And now, the reason we got out of bed this morning, for music and the spoken giggles, Singing Mama and Auntie B are our very own soulful duets.
Good morning, everybody.
You guys should see the last second things we do to make sure we're semi-presentable on screen. And if you're a guest, you'll see it. Just say it.
It's
Hi,
true.
Kevin.
It's true. Kevin! I just put lip gloss on, and then I had to do make sure that nothing's going to get on my teeth sort of thing.
It was beautiful.
Todd!
Absolutely. We've missed you, Toddford. Where you been?
Toddford!
Okay, so go ahead.
Today, we are broadcasting on a new channel, and Kevin from Engaged Reiki has graciously given us the
opportunity
to be on his channel. Yes, Mama? Or is it his and Rita's channel? Something like that. Their channel.
Yes, it's work and stuff.
Yes.
Toddford.
Kids.
We understand.
I love of my period. Hi sis. Love you. Love you all. Work.
You are like you're the punctuation in his life. I like it. That's what that means.
I am the period.
Punctuation. Punctuation. You're the punctuation in his life.
No.
So anyway, we wanted to give a shout out to Kevin and Engaged Reiki Super Channel and just say thank you.
Yes, for sure.
We are honored.
Yes, thank you. And the Ascension Super Channel, we're on that one too.
There you go. There you go.
It's the Engaged Lightworkers Super Channel. So sorry.
Da, da, da. No.
It's good to know. It's good to know.
Hey, we're on channels.
Because I thought it was Reiki. Sorry.
We're learning. No, you did great. You're doing great.
Thank you. So are you, by the way.
Thank you.
With all the things.
I went to the dentist this morning. I know. Again. And
so
the last time I went to the endodontist. And he gave me what is it?
The shot up in the face.
Yeah, up in way. It felt like
my nose. Like up in here.
Yeah. But I had a root canal, right, on this tooth here. So today they went in and took out the temporary filling and put in another one. And then there was another lovely issue. So they fixed that on the front. So now when I smile, there's no hole in my tooth. And that's awesome. I'm okay with that. Yeah. And then I was having something else going on over here. So they took I chewed on something for a sec. I didn't chew. They just put it on my teeth.
The mold?
Yeah.
Where they mold your teeth?
And I apparently
think tastes nasty.
I drooling down on the bib.
Good thing you had the bib thingy on.
I was wearing the bib because that's what you do when you go to the dentist.
And they put a bib on you.
And they're so great. They're so great. The gal that helped was amazing. Sweetest gal ever on the planet.
On the planet?
I'm telling you, this one, she is made of like licorice and sunshine. That is it. The expression of her being. It's just happiness all wrapped up in a person. And I love her.
Is it black licorice or red licorice?
Dealer's choice, whatever makes you the happiest. That is what she is made of. And then I went to the emissions place.
Mm-hmm.
And then after this, the DMV.
Whoa.
I know. Things are happening.
So Chad meant to say the love of my life. That's what I was supposed to say. Damn, talk to Tex. Love you all. You look beautiful, my love, as always. Love you, sis. Love you all out there. God bless you and have a good show. Thanks, baby.
Thank you. I
you have a good workout.
You look great. You make me drool, and you're hot and stuff, and you can't even say, hey, you hold it together. I'm just kidding. I love you too. So that was funny to see.
Hey, Debbie Schneider Wilson. She had me as a friend on Facebook. We're buddies now.
You guys are like this.
We're like this. So far away, but not.
That's awesome.
Debbie Snyder Wilson. Rose.
What?
DSW. Debbie Snyder Wilson.
Oh, you put that
Yeah.
together very fast.
I did.
It's like
I did it when he
Kareem.
did it.
Oh,
I
man.
know.
Excellent. Excellent.
So today we are talking about organization of your life.
Yeah. Yeah, because we've come to discover that all of us are just beautiful little hot messes.
It's true.
All of
It's
us.
true.
Even the most organized people. You're a hot mess. I'm just telling you. A little bit. There's something about it.
There are reasons why you're so organized.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, maybe
Fingers
you're just good
crossed.
at it.
Oh, I think she
Or-
meant like because we're like this close. to
Oh, I'm like,
yes, Debbie.
yeah. That is
Mhm.
right. You have your
Mhm.
fingers crossed over there, and she has them here, and you guys are close.
Yes.
I don't know.
But it's awesome. Your love and kind words. God bless you. Have the most wonderful time, family. God bless you. Have the most wonderful family in the world, and you, my wife, are a godsend.
Yep, still can't do it, can you? Still can't do it.
I don't know what you're trying to
It's
get
all
into doing.
right. It's all good. It's all good. Okay, so I'm moving.
Yep,
You know where I'm moving to?
I do. But do you want to tell everybody, or you want me to tell everybody? Or we don't want to tell everybody.
I would definitely do. I wouldn't have
Okay.
brought it up otherwise, but I think,
Bree, you too.
yes, see? We're both, is that the right thing? All
Yep.
right, yeah.
I know, it
We're
looks
on.
weird when we're doing it
Done.
on purpose.
Do you do it on accident?
Well, just like you know, you don't like really look at it.
You know, any body part that close to your face is going to look weird.
That's true.
Have you looked at eyeballs?
Okay.
Those are
Okay,
weird.
time to get back to work. I love you. Have a great show, my life. You're so gorgeous as always. I don't think he's getting what you're
It's
trying
all
to throw
good.
down.
It's all good. It's all good.
It's okay, babe. I'll explain it when you get home.
It's all good. No worries. No worries. Love you. The chat. Okay. The chat. Okay, so organization
Yes.
and moving, because that's
Moving
what
on.
I'm doing. That's
Moving
all
forward.
true. Definitely. Well, it's a different direction than backwards, so we're going to call that forward.
True.
And yeah, it is forward. And I'm just going to tell him that I'm moving to your house.
It's true. It's true.
Yay!
She's moving to my house.
There's a
Yep.
bedroom.
Has your
Gonna have-
name on it? Well, it will.
I'm like, that's a little. Or do
All the
I
kids,
don't know.
we all have our names on our doors, pretty much.
I'm good. There's so many
So,
names.
you
It
don't
would
need-
just take up the whole door.
You could totally do that. That
I don't know if
would be
any
so
of you have
cool.
noticed. I have quite a few nicknames. Did you notice
It's true.
that at all?
It's true.
But I'm gonna have a little. You're gonna help me make a little singing studio
Mhm.
in there, in one of the corners, and
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably be fancier than sitting on a bed. Maybe not. You don't know.
We
I
don't know.
know. See, That's part of
So
it.
many things. So
So,
many things.
but in doing this, in the moving process,
Mhm.
I have so many things. You can see right behind me that I have so many things, and this isn't even the entire corner.
It's true.
Oh, you can't see all of that. Let me help you out. Dun dun
Oh,
dun.
yeah. There's all that.
See, I
Just,
put
I love
that
you.
in.
Thank you.
I love you too. And it doesn't matter. You'll always make me drool. I have a feeling that when you're 60, I'll be like, man, he looks 40.
Hey,
So
that's
anyway,
only 10 years, so
I
yeah.
know. It's amazing. So,
What's changed by the move? Mm-hmm.
just hoping to avoid that a little bit, but okay.
There's no way to avoid it.
Come on. Who asks
Hey,
five?
Sprinkle.
Let's Jami.
Who asks questions?
Please ask questions, always. Do you see the pictures behind me, the love? Well, the love is still there. It's just we have different paths. So
Yep.
I am moving.
Yep.
But I realize I have a ton of stuff and I don't need to take it with me. So we have a dumpster outside, not just for my stuff. Let's just be clear. That's not just for me because my stuff's only in this room, but like it's for the whole house. They do the spring cleaning stuff. It's in the summer, but we're so close.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to figure out what goes and what stays.
Yeah,
So here's my question to all of you. How do you decide what you keep in your life and what you walk away from or send away with love? How do you decide? What's the deciding factor? I was going to say defining factor. That could also
either one I think would work. Well, whenever we're moving, I know it's a thing of one if we've used it in the last year or so, and one if we will ever use it ever.
Well, that's good. That's a good one right there.
Always welcome, sis.
I love that. I love
Health
you.
is mine.
That's
So
very good.
health is hers. So yeah, if it's healthy for you, keep it. If it's not, throw it.
Okay, great. How do you know if something is healthy for you?
You could do the thingy.
The
Thing on
thingy.
your hands.
I love the
And
thingy.
then if
The
it's easy to push down, or the leaning, yeah, or the leaning, or if you haven't used it in a certain amount of time, or if you're thinking of the place that you're going and it won't fit, that too. Gut feeling, Angela says.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of times that there's so many things that keep us from being able to feel like enough. For example, this is really overwhelming for me. And, I really did cry already a lot this morning. Okay. I'm going to breathe, Kevin. I'm breathing, Kevin. Okay. I can hear him right now. Just breathe. It's okay.
Breathe.
Just gotta breathe. So
Feng shui.
I used this room as a kitchen, as a bathroom, except for the toilet. Let's be clear. That's over there.
That's actually in the bathroom.
A living room it's got stuff for his games, and there's music thingies all over the place and stuff. 2 guitars, 3 guitars. This room is full because we've used it as an apartment, and even a studio apartment would give us more space, but the stuff we have in here could fill an entire 2-bedroom apartment aside from furniture, and everything else, and it would be taken care of for 4 months.
Yeah.
So that's a lot. You're doing that, but I'm not reading any of them, so you should probably wait till there's like a break.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know what you're saying. I was like, what?
So you got to go back up because I didn't read any of them.
Well, I said feng shui because Todd was
But
talking
see, I
about
didn't
Japanese
read
things.
any of them.
Sorry.
Up higher.
I already went through those. The gut feeling.
Okay. So from
Yeah.
there, okay. See, that's why you wait until there's like a break.
Sorry. Sometimes there's not a break for a while, so
if you jump in and say, "Okay, let's read that," see, that would help.
Okay. See.
So go ahead, read that.
So his wife's trying some Japanese stuff. Not sure what it's called. That's why I said feng shui.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's exactly.
And we already said this. We haven't used it in about a year or so. It's out the door. And then Tammy was just telling Kevin that they're at the park having fun with kids.
Yay, at the park. Love that.
And then Kim says, it was just what you said. Should I stay or should I go? Is it what I thought I heard? So the answer was, would you regret not going? In this case, would you regret not taking? Just breathe. So like the things that you have like to take, if you would regret not taking it, then something you should take. And then Dom's just saying hi to everybody.
Here's the truth. Here's the truth. Yeah. The truth is that I have had all my stuff taken from me so many times that I don't even know what I would regret taking and what I wouldn't. Because I've had to replace everything. And we're talking every 2 or 3 years. And that's generous because it's definitely more. So I don't know what to take. And if I left here with my purse, I would not die.
That's true.
But I
So
don't know
here's
where sentimentality
meets.
holds versus necessity.
Okay, here's my analogy on this.
Knowledge. I like knowledge.
Analogy.
Oh, I heard knowledge.
Here's my analogy on this
Drop
one.
some knowledge on us.
Hey, mother messages.
My face.
Oh, and hey, Dom.
No!
I know you're saying hi to everybody, but
Sorry, I
hi.
didn't see it. I know. Hello, downright lovable. All right. And
Okay,
everyone
so
else.
I think that, like, of course, like your essentials, your meds, your shampoos and conditioners, your, all your hair stuff, all your makeup, all the girly stuff, definitely. The stuff the the stuff that you're questioning, is that like the foods and the pictures and the blankets and stuff like that?
I don't know. Just like I said, the stuff in my purse, I know I'd be okay with if I just took that because I could replace
Okay.
everything else eventually. But if I don't need to replace it, what then do I take and what do I need? I don't know. I haven't lived there before, and so I am not sure what. Like, that's the truth. I don't know what. Pillows? Probably will bring pillows.
Yeah,
And just throw
like
them in
stuff
the
that you'll
washer.
need, like immediately.
Clothes?
Clothes, yes, clothes. You'll need some.
Sure, that'd be weird to be naked at your house.
Yeah, please don't do that.
I'm not
we
gonna.
don't. We don't go naked in our house.
Weird here, so I'm not gonna do it there. All right, so I can not. Hey, naked, not naked is on the list.
Not naked.
Stuff to
So
not
like
be naked.
your robe and
All
if you
that's in
want
my
your
purse, Miss Kim.
towels.
Uh-huh.
Yep, all that stuff.
Well, just because only reason it is because I knew I was moving, so I made sure
Right.
I knew where it was. So that
Yeah.
is definitely. Oh, that's the papa. Isn't that pretty?
That is very pretty. It's very koala of you.
Very koala. True. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't expect him to call, so I didn't say not to make that one noisy. So now I did. I'll call him back. Okay. Hi.
Oh, there he is. I
Oh, my
emailed him
goodness.
yesterday.
Where have you been?
Where you been, bud?
We've already had kids and job and stuff as an excuse, so you got to come up with something different. You can say things if you want. Get a little creative. I would love to do a minimalist. Like, go ahead.
Yeah. So she's gotten rid of so much stuff over the last few years. It's been freeing. Yeah, I get that. Like I have, like on my fridge right now, I have I guess it's a pile of roses that Chad's given me, just like sitting there. I mean, I think they're pretty, but I've been looking at it lately, and it's like I should probably move those or do something with them.
Okay. Well, Kevin,
the whole organizational
he
thing is.
He has sage and he puts in rose petals, I think.
Oh yeah.
And he uses that. There's a lot of different ways you can use them.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. But see, I'm moving to your house, and
right.
so maybe it would be good if I asked you like things you had that I don't bring duplicates of. Hey, that makes sense to me.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
I like that idea, Mother of Messages.
Oh, that's yeah. Really I've done that before too.
I have a bunch of Daisy's Preston books.
That's cool. You have to make sure they're. How do you do it so that you have to make sure they're dry, right? The daisies.
Well, not because
they have
like that because they're alive and stuff.
Well, we tried doing that with some that Chad gave me.
Uh-huh.
And they squished in the laminator, and then they leaked all over. So you don't laminate them. Okay.
I mean, you can after they're completely dry.
Yeah.
But not just flowers through. No.
That's just gross.
That's just.
It turned gross.
That's just learning the lesson right there.
And if you really think about it, pictures, drawings, things that mean much to you and not negative.
Okay, so this is what Angela was talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Trust in her gut.
Yeah.
Make rose water, that's awesome. Rose tea, look at this.
Do you do that with dry roses, though? Or is that with the... I should look up stuff.
They do.
They also have sprays now for the pictures. Yep. That's true. Have a yard sale after.
I'm good not doing that. I know a lot of people. I love to go to them.
Mm-hmm.
I really, really do. But I don't have time for
Put one
that.
on.
And
Yeah.
if I leave them here, I'm afraid that they will stay where I leave them
Mm-hmm.
and add to other things that have stayed
Mm-hmm.
on the
Mm-hmm.
outside of, so I love them enough to make sure I throw the things away
Yeah.
that aren't necessary to stay. Right?
So, like your shelves and stuff, which are you taking any of the shelves?
So I have a black set of like industrial garage shelves right
Yeah.
here. And, they haven't fallen the whole time. And I
That's
just really
awesome.
put freaking. But anyway, I have another set that's still in the box. So I'm not going to take those
Oh,
out. I'll
okay.
just brand new, take them and put them over there.
Okay.
I like that.
Pop. Oh, potpourri. Yeah. I'm like potpourri. Potpourri.
I like potpourri.
Good things for kids too.
I have
Yeah,
like
like
tons
all
of
the school stuff.
So in here, right, I had a little vanity. Well, it wasn't little, it was big, but I was using it as my kitchen / office. So I'd put my printer up, use the printer, take it down.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'd put up the whatever thingy countertop piece that I had, and I'd set my burner on it. What is it called when it's a one burner?
What is that called?
Like dorm rooms
Yeah,
have them.
the
You know what I'm
hot
talking about?
plate. Hot
There you
plate.
go. So I'd put that on there, and then I'd fry up dinner or whatever. I have a toaster, and I have one of those, not an oven, but it's an air fryer. I have
Mm-hmm.
that, and I have a waffle maker, and I have a sandwich maker, and I have a bunch of stuff like that. But it all went neatly underneath.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not gonna be here, so do I need to bring all that with me? There's so many things, and how do you stop yourself from getting overwhelmed?
The way that I don't get overwhelmed with it was I would just start with one section at a time, finish
How do
that
you
section, and then go to the next, section.
That's fantastic.
She's moving, Greg. She has to go back to work. Hey, love you. Love and light. Love and light. Sending you blessings now.
And then there's more later.
Yeah, and then more later.
I'm moving.
Yeah, she's moving. She's moving over this yonder way.
Hours and hours and hours.
Oh, catching him now. Catching him now.
Okay, so organizing our lives.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot like decluttering.
Well, it is decluttering, I would think.
Mm-hmm.
Probably so much like it that it is.
That it is it. Yeah, just like taking out things that you don't use anymore.
Mm-hmm.
That can cause a toxic buildup in your rooms.
Oh, yeah.
Things that you don't use anymore internally, I guess. Like people that cause toxicity. No, but people that cause toxicity in your life.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to let go and let God.
Right?
Yep.
There's a lot of times, just even in new friendships, where I think I'm on the right page with somebody, and they'll shoot me an email that's very nope.
Mm-hmm.
There was somebody who reached out to me who claimed that, and they may have gone through a lot of abuse and a lot of this kind of stuff, but then they started asking me for like, I need $500 for this, and I'm going to end up homeless forever, and I'm going to die on the street if I don't have it. And I'm like, sorry, but I don't have it, and I was homeless. I did not die. I'm not saying it's something I want you to have, but I don't have it.
Yeah.
And also, what? Like, that's so bizarre. You have to follow your gut. If I had the money and my gut said, yeah, do it, I would do it, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But
oh, just real quick, sorry. Oh, nope, that's not what. Where'd it go?
So
There's a lot real quick. Are you just streaming on YouTube? No, we're also streaming on Facebook. We have Auntie B and Singing Mama podcast thing on there, and then mine and Chad's personal pages. And then anyone that does not believe in you has to go.
Oh, they are.
Yeah, they're, yeah. I moved so much as a kid, as too. I'm a pro at decluttering. I'm not.
Oh, I am.
I'm
I'm not a pro at knowing what has
to
to
let
stay.
go
I
of.
could throw away like nobody's business, but I'm trying to do it in a way that's mindful,
Mm-hmm.
aware of what I'll need, but also like my attachments are different. If somebody else does it, yeah, I will have an issue. But if I can do it,
Yeah.
I'll be okay.
Yeah. That makes
I'm
sense.
trying to figure out.
And yeah, you never do realize how much stuff you have until you have to move. Until you move it.
It's true.
It's so true. Touch everything and see if it brings you joy. If it doesn't, then you get rid of it. If it does, you keep it.
That include
Is
people.
that that's all? Is that what? Does that do with
People.
people? Yeah, you're no good.
You bring
Bye.
me. You're no good. No. You
No
don't
good
bring
for me.
joy.
Sorry.
You don't bring me joy.
joy.
I'm gonna have to go. You're no
That's a
good.
terrible thing to
You're
say to
no
someone.
good.
Sorry, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. Okay, so Todd says, honestly, there's a lot of gut checking and spiritual guidance needed with help when helping others.
Mhm.
Our intent is only as good as their intent is in many cases. Their intent in many cases. If we offer love and support, but it is used wrongfully, it's no help. True.
I just don't have the means, right? Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna be doing a whole lot of soul searching, but
Mm-hmm.
I've had people. I'm in the military and I
Yeah.
speak broken English, but I'm from Tennessee, and I understand that's a whole different kind of broken English. Okay, this is like English is not even my language. I'm using Google Translate to get this to you. That kind of stuff, like so many times. Or and you know, I was born in California, and I'm over in Syria. I'm a doctor with the United States Army, and I
And
have a
I'm a
lot of money.
widower.
And I just need your bank account number and your social security card number. And I'm like, no.
No, you don't
No.
need any of that. I don't even know who you are. How dare you, sir?
But I'm just saying, there's a lot of people who don't have good intentions. So it's a good idea to make sure that our gut
He's in check.
is something we can rely on. So let's go back
Yeah.
to that. How do you know how to rely on yourself? When did you come to the realization that you could? Because many of us are taught that you can't.
Mm-hmm.
And what was it that made the difference? What was the defining factor in your life that made you realize you can trust yourself?
That is a really good question.
Song and verse.
But even if you did, if the $500 is actually used for something it shouldn't be, it doesn't help. That's the gut check part for me. Sometimes you can just feel it.
Okay. And if you feel it and you feel not to do it, don't do it. But I honestly think that if you feel to do it and you do it and then they misappropriate it, it's on them. I mean, that's their deal.
Yep.
Your gut said to do it. You feel good about it. That's fine.
Yep.
Right?
I
think that's important. Go ahead.
Yeah. I think a lot of times, at least for me, when I've done the, follow my gut thing, the way that I'm able to trust myself is from the outcomes I've seen from trusting my gut. So when I've trusted, the feeling that I've had about anything that wasn't good, I trusted my feeling about it. The outcome was what I expected it to be, because I don't know how else to explain it without like giving details. But also with that, if you're putting it out there that something negative is going to happen, and then it does, then are you manifesting the negativity or are you trusting your gut? So
It could be both.
Yeah.
You could be like what Kim just said, the intent could be it could be both. For example,
yeah.
I have a friend. I have lots of friends, but I have a friend
Mm-hmm.
who decided that nothing good was ever going to happen in their life. And I heard them say that, and I said, what? Wait, why?
Mm-hmm.
I was so blown away by just that nothing good ever going to happen in my life. Oh, no, honey.
Oh, honey.
First of all, I'm amazing, and I'm here. So there's one thing, just one. And then second of all, you're in my life, and that's amazing for me. There's two things amazing for you right there. And I said, is it possible that your words, if you said them differently or not at all, that you might be able to find a different perspective? And he looked at me like I was giving him some new agey, phony, baloney stuff. And I was like, I love you. And it's okay to think that I'm really optimistic because I am. But it's also okay for you to be optimistic.
Yeah.
You can decide. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's see what people say about the question.
Okay. So, knowing, I would say we just trust. Some people are just good at lying.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Some people are really good at lying. And the moment I felt my voice come from my gut, I noticed from that moment I knew, and now I move in kindness and truth.
I love it.
That's good. You're so amazing. I would be crying after that.
After the one who said that,
no good is coming to them.
My friend.
In life.
It's really hard, but I was so shocked by it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And I've noticed that good things happen for people who look for good things to happen. Mm-hmm. Bad things happen for people who expect bad things to happen. Now, it's not always the case. It's not a hard line, okay? Because we all have trials. We all have things that we are still working on. There are still people in the world who want to hurt good people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and there are still good people who want to love the people who are hurting people. So, I mean, we all, you know, we are all hot messes.
It's true.
And, sometimes hotter than others, but we all have had our hot moment, mess moment. That's what I meant.
Yes.
Right? So let's go back in our lives for a second. Everybody go back. Go back to when you were 5. Can you do that? Can you remember being 5? Jamelia.
Sometimes.
Do you remember Kid
Oh, yeah, I do.
There you go. That's 5.
That's 5.
For us. 5. Okay? In age 5, do they teach you that you are an incredible being? No? No one sat you down and went, you are so amazing. Your mind
I don't know.
is so powerful. Yes, you are correct.
I was like, no.
But I'm wondering why. You have
because if we knew that,
and then it happens. Work too, but thinking can make something happen. Singing out loud can make it happen sooner. And action, right? All of these things make the speedality of it increase exponentially. So, if we didn't know that at 5, step back a second. Now just look at the 5-year-old child. A 5-year-old child. If this child is hurt, abused in some way, beaten, told they're stupid, dumb, ugly, something, abused in any way, what happens to this child? Straight away. It's one of the first things that happens. It's the same thing that happens when you touch a hot stove. What do?
You retract from it.
You come back. Right? We take our energy to ourselves. We get here. We try to make ourselves smaller. Okay? In that way, so many of us have been brought up with this belief that we have to make ourselves so small and so insignificant that nobody will hurt us ever again.
Right, the defense.
But what's the truth?
We're powerful beings.
Who?
We.
We as in you and me, or?
Humans.
Yes, every one of us. Very, very good. But there's also another truth to it. No matter how small that child makes themselves, a predator can always see somebody who's walking around hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And the pattern exists outside of themselves because they've taken themselves out of the equation to do something about it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So this same child wants to matter, wants to be seen, wants to be heard. They grow up. Now they're 15. What does a 15-year-old do normally in our society? Kind of act out a bit, right? They try to debunk the system, bump the fence sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
see how far they can push it, that kind of thing, just to see where the boundaries are. But
Mm-hmm.
somebody who's been used has a different response to things. They're either totally compliant or totally non-compliant. I'm going with general terms here, okay? Generally speaking.
Yeah.
You go to drugs and alcohol, they say, no, don't do that. Or you want to become a nun. You understand the thing? Okay? And they're building up their self-esteem, but it's not in a way that's making them look less damaged. Instead, it's just a little beacon.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So now, they still want to be seen and heard. What would happen to that 15-year-old if they were actually seen and heard, if they felt seen and heard and then loved?
You become unstoppable.
The same thing is true of all of us. We've all, everybody who's lived as long as any of you have. Okay, if you are 30 or older, which I assume a lot of you or most of you, or you have kids that are at that age. Okay, any of us that are as old as we are, there's been so much of your life where you're like, I matter. Why doesn't anybody say that I matter? Because I do.
Mm-hmm.
And yet, when the time came up to stand up for ourselves, we weren't able to do it.
Right.
There's a disconnect there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is the moment I want to ask you when it happened for you. What happened? You don't have to write it in the comments, but I want you to think about it. And Jamelia, if you can, if it's something you can share, this question is for you to answer.
Okay.
When was the moment when you realized that you mattered and that nothing that anyone said about you was going to make you decide to change your opinion about you? You knew you had good intentions. You knew you were smart. You knew that you were beautiful. You knew that you were seen, heard, and loved. When was that moment for you? When? What age?
I don't know, because it's been different times of my life that it's happened. So it's happened multiple times.
Okay.
I think the first time was when I was probably 15 or 16. When I moved in with Dad.
Mm-hmm.
And because I actually had a bishop tell me that the other girls in the ward found me intimidating. And I'm like,
wait,
I thought that was a bad thing. I thought it was a bad thing. So I'm like, how am I intimidating? I don't argue with anybody. I'm not mean to people. And he goes, it's because you look everybody in the eye. I'm like, that makes me intimidating?
Aren't you supposed to do that?
Yeah, I know, because that's what we were always taught, to look people in the eye when you're talking to them. And I was like, and my handshakes were always, confident and affirmative and
confident. Your handshakes will break other people's hands.
if I squoze too hard.
I know,
yes.
You were excellent. I'm just teasing you.
But but it was just, it was I took it as a blow to me rather than a confident builder in that aspect. Just because I didn't know how to take it because I was, 15 and telling me that I'm intimidated and we're like, okay. And, but the bishop did tell me, he's like, you're confident, and a lot of girls your age can't look people in the eye when they're just talking to them. And I didn't know that
true?
because
Is that true?
I have a problem with my kids looking me in the eye. So sometimes, yeah. They're always looking over here, wandering, and they don't want to talk to you, or they just don't want to focus. And
okay.
yeah. And so I have to say, look at me. Look at me in my eyeballs.
It's
Yeah, right? And so, and even some adults, when they are talking to me, they just look off, and I'm just like, where are you going? I'm right here. Are we having a conversation? Are you talking to the wall? What's going on here? And so that was the first time. And then the second time I was 20 when I moved to California.
Mhm.
And, I knew I was more than what the situation I was in. And then again when I was 21 or 22, 21, where I made a really hard decision. And I knew it was for the betterment of everybody involved. And then again when I was 31. And, I knew I was more than what I was being appreciated for, because I wasn't really being appreciated for anything. And then multiple times throughout the last, almost decade. So it's been a work in progress. I mean, as we all are.
Right.
And, I think it happens multiple times throughout your life, or at least it can. And so
I agree.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of lessons, and maybe all of them, that we have to learn line upon line.
Mhm.
And the steps that you take to get to a lesson are going to be different than the ones I do. You guys,
Mhm.
I was just barely taught hands-on with fake teeth how to brush my teeth. I'm 41.
Yep.
All right. I'm very excited about this.
Yeah.
It's new for me. But I really hope that all of you were taught when you were younger,
Mm-hmm.
right? Instead of just being told and expected to understand.
Right.
And, we all have a different way to learn. And so it's very cool that Source, God, that Jesus know how to teach us. And all we have to really figure out is how to talk to them,
Mm-hmm.
Communicate. And then we will be led to learn.
Yeah.
In ways that will be the best for us. As you will.
The Todd says, so much takes place during our formative years. It makes sense Jesus was so protective of children. So much of what happens to us and how we are treated affects who we become.
Agreed. But
Yeah.
it doesn't have to ultimately end with
Mhm.
however hard we might be at a certain point.
Right.
Because time has a way of helping us heal or hardening us further.
Yeah.
And I think the thing that most people don't realize is that they have a choice.
Yeah.
Every one of us have a choice every single day.
Mm-hmm. And Angela says, when I was age 30, I had a big shift and awakening. I was 2 months pregnant and I broke up with my boyfriend and decided to be a single mom. I felt so brave. The superwoman mentality showed up.
Look at that.
That's awesome.
What? Hey, you know what? A lot of parents will say they stick together for the kids, and a lot of times it's worse when you do that. Every situation requires a lot of thought, a lot of heart, right? A lot of prayer, a lot of meditation. I would include them both. I don't know if they're always the same, but I know that you can do them together. And everything inside us is to do our best. Then we're going to get the best outcome that's possible for the situation.
Agreed.
And I think when we look back, we forget that we don't know back then what we know now.
Right.
Right? And so looking back, we can have compassion on ourselves because we've all done our best. Right? Even making mistakes, we've done our best.
And then
he
Todd says agreed.
It is true. And the darkness knows this too, right? Anything that is negative knows that if it can get you while you're young, it's got a really good chance of keeping you.
Yep.
But here's the thing. It keeps you for as long as you know you don't. And as long as you don't realize you have a choice. The very second, the micro nanosecond that it hits your heart that you actually have a choice, suddenly once again, you're up
Things
for
are
grabs.
different. Yep.
Your entire perspective changes because it has to. From I don't have a choice, this is how things will always be, to I have a choice and I can change stuff. That's powerful.
Yep. It really is.
I love that.
It's huge.
It makes me so happy. I think a lot of times other people know they have a choice when they don't. And so when I listen to Kevin, when he's talking, about having compassion for people who have hurt us, harmed us, done us wrong, something like that, having compassion for them, because we know stuff that they don't know.
Right.
They know stuff that we don't know. It goes back to forgive them for they know
not what they do.
What we go.
It's true. Hold on. I don't remember.
Ah, dang it. I mean, bless it. Oh, so blessed. We're working on the blessed.
Grandkids. Yes. Yes. Instead of the damn bits.
That's not. No.
Damn it.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah. Sorry, guys, just feeding grandkids. They keep me busy. Have to rewatch later.
Give them all special squidges. We love them.
Yes, special squidges.
Squishes. Sorry.
Squishes. So with the organizing of our thoughts, a lot of times people think that that's just a weird phrase. But to organize your thoughts means that you're actually taking initiative to think certain things rather than just letting things happen.
Wait a second. Are you talking about doing things on purpose?
Exactly.
Oh my head.
Something that that really stuck with me when I just can't remember who said it. It was either Will Smith or The Rock. And I can't remember which one it was that said it. But they said, wake up with intention. Wake up with a purpose to greet the day. I think it was Will Smith now that I'm thinking about it. He said, I love his words. Okay, the words that he says are really great with that. And if you wake up with the intent to be positive, to, have what you're planning on doing that day in a structure and not just thrown about, then your day will go more productively, and it will be, because if you, like, when you have a plan to drive somewhere, right, you set up the times to stop to go to the bathroom or whatever, and you give enough time to do all this stuff, and you're not so stressed because you have that structure of that. Right? Does that make sense?
Yes.
So when you wake up with that intent, with on purposeness, yes. Right? On purposeness, then you're giving yourself permission to be productive, to be positive, to be happy with your decisions. And I think that's a huge thing in itself right there. Because a lot of people are just like greeting them and like, oh, I don't want to wake up, blah, 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 I need coffee.
Oh my goodness. You got all computer.
I'm isolated-y.
Oh yeah, and then you like froze at this and your hair was like flying. You're like, it's beautiful.
That's lovely.
Like, purposely go, okay, keep that in your mind for later because that's awesome. I agree with you. I totally agree with you. When I would give voice lessons, I would have students who came in who didn't practice during the week. I'd go to their house and I would make them, like, the first thing we did is the first lesson was, why do you want to be a singer?
Yeah.
What is about singing, right? That helps you feel happy, that lifts you up. What does it do for you? And the next part of that assignment was to create something that said, I'm doing this on purpose. And I did that. I started that a decade ago because so many came in just half doing stuff, just being there to be there.
Mhm.
And it wasn't about all the money for me. You know, I like having a roof over my head and stuff, but it wasn't about that. It was about trying to help somebody to refine a talent that they wanted to refine.
Mhm.
And I found that the people who I worked best with were the ones that were told that they were tone deaf, were the
Mhm.
ones who were told they would never be able to pick out a tune, never be able to sing a song. And their confidence was so low
Mhm.
that they would even come in with me just very meek and just humble isn't even a word, almost tail between your legs kind of way. Cowardly, but showing up.
Right.
And when they would show up, it became more of a confidence booster first,
Mhm.
right? Just to get them to get the voice out of their body,
Yeah.
right? So we do the fun warm-ups, you know, the screaming one, the siren, you know, the ones that make me look like a fool, because if I look foolish, it's easy for someone else to feel foolish in front of me, right?
Right.
Find a way that it works for them. And in every case, every single one, these people who were told they were tone deaf, people who were told that they just couldn't hang on to a pitch to save their life, they
Mhm.
found them.
Mhm.
And we found a way to work with them to where they could find it in the music, right? Or different pitches before the music played,
Yeah.
practice. But
Mhm.
the thing is if you want to do it, you can. But you have to do it on purpose. This is why the intention part of it is so perfect.
Yeah.
Right? When
Mhm.
Kevin gets up and he says, "What is your intention for the day?" My intention is to give love to everyone I meet. Intention is to have compassion for everyone I love and compassion for everyone that's hurt me. Right? These are things that we do on purpose.
Right.
The intention is the manufacturer of your day.
Yep.
Especially emotionally.
Mhm.
And then we're building up a savings account, right, of just
Mhm.
places to be comforted for
Right.
ourselves.
Mhm.
This is what you meant. I'm just saying different words. I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I love that. I love that. Absolutely.
Yeah, me
So
too. I think it makes a huge difference too on how you greet the day
I agree. I agree.
and how you intend to be.
And how you greet the night.
Yes.
And how you greet the next moment.
Mhm.
Which moment is the most important? Oh, you froze again.
The one you're in.
Huh?
I'm frozen? You're frozen.
The one you're in. I said you froze again.
Oh, no. You were frozen, not me.
So, yeah, the moment right now matters. The planning matters. Looking back matters. It matters. This is the one that matters the most because each next moment builds on this one.
Yep,
right?
from this one. Mm-hmm.
So organizing our thoughts with intention, right? Moving on in our lives with purposefulness.
Even in the sense that how we've changed saying "damn it" to "bless it."
Yeah, we're doing that. We're doing our best,
Yep.
And even in that, we're going to make mistakes, but that's okay because our intention is to get better.
Right.
And I am terrified. You should know that straight up. I am terrified to move from here to BFE. With you, though, it makes it a lot better.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go there by myself. That's
You're not
weird.
with strangers. That's good.
You might be with one.
No.
But I mean, I'm still scared, but I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Because my intention is
Getting your
to not
braveries.
let the fear win.
Yeah.
I do things because they're important. I do things because they're hard.
Yeah.
Because it is the heart that makes it great. That's from League of Their Own. But also because that's what God said to do.
Yep.
Oh, He has
The
so
great
much
things
faith
come
in
from
us.
doing the hard things.
My goodness. Alrighty.
It's true.
I don't have any more to say.
That's all I got to say about that.
Yes, that.
And I don't know if the chat room's working. Have you seen any new ones?
No, But we're
Okay.
freezing up a lot, so I'm not sure what's going on. But
Okay.
you know what? It's okay because we still love everybody out there, and we intend to love you.
Yes. Yes, that is for sure. And yeah, so I think that was the gist of it, wasn't it?
Ta-da!
Ta-da! Anybody else has anything to add?
You totally
Oh.
can. There we go. We're good.
Other messages. Heart and flower. All right. Ain't too bad.
Love all the love. Love all the love. Love you, Tom.
Love you, little bro.
All right, we're going to pray.
Yep, we'll pray it out, and we'll come back tomorrow at 11:30 Mountain Time.
11:30.
Right? You still good at that time?
As far as I know.
Okay.
Sounds wonderful. I intend to be there. Here.
Okay. Here. Yes.
All right, so we pray for everyone
On the other side of the screen.
for your hearts.
Yes.
For you to know that you are seen and heard and loved.
Mm-hmm.
And for you to be able to share the love with everyone you meet.
Mm-hmm.
And send it out.
To everyone.
Just send it out. Just Care Bear stare.
Yep.
Everybody.
It'd be so funny to see like somebody at the store and you're just like going like this. And then they come over to you and be like, "What are you doing? I'm giving you a Care Bear stare."
That's not what a Care Bear stare is. It's with your heart.
I know, but it would be
Actually, it's with their bellies. Did they do it with their bellies?
It was like on their chest area.
Pretty sure it's bellies.
Because they were teddy bears, so we don't know
Belly.
exactly where their
Thinking
heart
it's
is.
belly, but maybe don't belly stare. That's
Belly
weirder.
love.
You know what we mean.
So, Todd says, "Beautiful words today. Thanks, ladies."
You betcha. We love you guys, and we're so glad to see you.
Yes.
God bless you, and sing. Mom's gonna sing us out.
Okay. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever.
And you're blessed. Blessings to everyone. Bless. All the way to Florida. All the way to California.
All the way.
of
Singapore,
Canada,
wherever you are.
down to the bottom of Argentina, across the ocean,
To
over there
France,
to Europe, Eastern Europe,
Italy,
Western,
some sprinkles
to
for the little islands.
Asian people.
Hey.
I'm just trying to keep the correct
Asia and Europe
Um,
and
you know.
Eurasia, wherever you are.
Russian people. I saw a Russian guy last night. He was freaking hilarious because I'm pretty sure that the Google Translate thing he was using did not work because he kept yelling pancake, and I think that should be our new swear word. Pancake. It's so fun, and pancakes are gross. So like,
I love
but
pancakes.
they're light and fluffy. So if they got hit, he got hit by one, it wouldn't hurt you.
Pancake.
That's random. Anyway, let's see.
Hey.
Oh. Seriously? I mean, thank you.
Did you need it again?
No, it's coming. It's coming.
Ugh.
No, don't do two.
I threw 3.
It's splattered in front of me. Like you went slow. The other ones behind it were faster. Splatters all over. Blessings everywhere. Just
You're welcome. Thank you for that.
right in the eyeballs. I love it.
eye.
Hey, I mean, Todd wanted you to give them the doll stare, so look at that.
Good job, sir.
Do it. There you go. There you go. That's for Todd. You guys, we love you so much. We hope you have a fantastic day. Remember, God loves you. Jesus loves you.
Thank
we love
you.
you. Please love you.
Yes, love yourselves and everybody around you.
See you tomorrow.
See ya.
And now, the reason we got out of bed this morning for music and the spoken giggles, Singing Mama and Auntie B are our very own